So I know I'm a little bit late in covering this story, but I wanted to talk about the incident that happened at the Cincinnati Zoo where a 4-year-old child fell into a gorilla exhibit, and within 10 minutes the zoo's response team ended up shooting and killing that gorilla. Now the gorilla's name was Harambe. The gorilla was 17 years old. And this story has been in the national spotlight now for about a week or so, and there's been a lot of public outcry over this incident. Now, a lot of people, including myself, are putting most of the blame on the parents, because I do have to say that when you have children, you need to watch over them. You need to, make sure you have eye contact, or, you have an eye on them at all times, especially when you're out in public, because you never know what's going to happen. And, I see all the time when I'm out in public, I see parents letting their children, 3, 4, 5, whatever years old, just run off and go get into whatever. And that's not being a responsible parent. Now, on the other hand, I do think some of the blame, a little bit of the blame, falls onto the Cincinnati Zoo, because I don't know how, the enclosure is like that. It was that easy for like a 4-year-old to breach the perimeter and then fall into the exhibit. And there's been a previous incident in March where two I think they're polar bears were actually they actually got loose in a service hallway. Thank goodness it wasn't accessible to the public, but nonetheless, still, I mean, when you have a zoo, you need to make sure that your place is safe. You need to have all the all the regulations or whatever in place so that you don't have incidents like this happening. And a lot of people are saying that the mother should be held to criminal charges. I somewhat agree. I think that this parent definitely should have some sort of like child neglect case brought against her, because I don't know how the hell you let your child out of sight to a point where they climbed into a gorilla enclosure. Like that's crazy to me. And it's very unfortunate that this gorilla who was 17 years old was shot because of the neglect of human beings. And I mean, I watched the video, and a lot of it looks like the gorilla was protecting the child. And there's probably a 95% chance that the gorilla was not going to hurt that child. But I do feel bad for the zookeepers for having to put down that gorilla, because that's something that they're going to have to live with for the rest of their life. A lot of people are angered at the person who shot the gorilla, but hey, look, he or she is just doing his or her job, and I feel bad for them. But still, I feel the gorilla, once again, I mean, gorillas are one of our closest relatives or whatever. But still, I mean, I don't know if I would want to take that chance, even if it was like a 3 or 5% chance that that gorilla might go crazy and like kill that little boy, or I think it was a boy, and whatever. But it's just a very sad story. And I hope that the Cincinnati Zoo, and actually I did read a story just today, that they put up new barriers to make sure that their exhibits are a lot more, are a lot more child safe, I would say. So that's good news. And that's all I really have to say about this incident. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, and share. And have a nice day. R.I.P. Harambe.